Well, the dark man has come to scare you, my girl. Can't say whether he comes from this world, so you tell yourself that he's just a smoke swirl that only works for a while. For he's made of things too deep and too wild, and you can't turn him back with the mind of a child. You're sure his intentions are ugly and vile, though you don't know just what they are.
We're actively streaming. Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Um, this is your GM, Tanya. Last week we were having some technical difficulties, so we did record the game, but it did not actively stream other than the first few minutes on Twitch. So if you want to catch our game from last week, please go to the Diced Thespians YouTube page, and there you will find Steel Storm and Tempest episode 4. Today is episode 5. And we will be introducing a new player today, the wonderful Jodi Krangle. All right, to dive right in, Jodi, if you want to come back in.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Okay, you're sitting right there. You're sitting right there where you are in your nice room with your shirt that inexplicably matches the cabinet behind you.
Of course it does. This is my branding.
I love it. I love it. It's
That's
great.
actually my booth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
With your sound booth behind you. What is to
Yeah.
the right and to the left of you?
Like over here.
Uh-huh. That like
That
right
is
at
a
your hand, right
closet.
at your, okay, that's a
It's like
closet.
there's like, and I have my branded mug.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually my tackle box of dice.
Nice, nice. And what's on the other side?
The other side has a wooden shelf with my
Hmm.
computer and another wooden shelf behind it with all my D&D books
That
and my
sounds
printer and and all, other dice.
oh nice. Okay, out while you're sitting right there,
Hmm.
right now, the world things feel funny. It's like you know that moment when you're sitting and something's moving around you, so it makes you feel like you're moving, but you're not.
Okay.
Because the whole world starts doing that slow turn around you, and it's very disorienting. Okay, and you close your eyes a moment, and when you open them, you're not really sure they're opened. They're it's all black. It's just black. It's like dark. And
Did I go blind? Okay, that's really disconcerting.
yeah, you reach out and you find
Hmm.
that in your let's see, is it your left or your right hand? High or low?
You want me to choose or?
Yes, you choose high
Oh,
or low.
hi.
All right, high. Um, you had something in your hand, and because you
Hmm.
chose the same thing I rolled, you get to choose which one it is. And it's still there. You can feel it in your hand, but you can't really feel anything around you. It doesn't feel like there's air. There's no air, but or at least it feels like, but you're not like suffocating. And it's completely black. It's like those stupid sensory deprivation chambers.
Okay,
Um,
I have been in my house a lot. Did I have a psychotic break or something? I don't
so
know what's going on here.
what's in your hand? What did
Uh,
you grab
what did I grab?
just now?
Um,
Yeah,
my coffee mug.
there you go. Your coffee mug.
Because my coffee, I'm serious about my coffee. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's black. It's disorienting. It's cold. It's strange. And then from what seems like a long distance away, after kind of too long in the quiet. You know, we're not used to that kind of quiet. There's always something, the ticking of the clock,
Bad
the
things
ding.
happen when I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna say.
Okay. Well,
In the
and too
black.
long.
Wait. Okay, wait. This is
Wait.
okay.
Oh,
This
there's
is
you're
not
hearing
right.
in a distance laughter.
Uh, Good
Laughter that
laughter, bad laughter.
roll me an insight check.
Okay. Just a moment. skills. There we are. Insight. I got a 19.
All right. That laughter, there's something wrong with it. I mean, it sounds like it's genuine laughter, but it doesn't sound natural. Sounds maybe forced just a little bit. And it's
Okay.
getting closer and closer
Okay.
and closer and
I
closer
don't
very
know where to
fast.
go.
Yeah, well, there's
Yes.
nowhere to go. You're
There's
just in the
nowhere to
black.
go.
There's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't feel anything around you. You're nothing, your chair, nothing.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you start to feel wind and you realize that you're moving. It didn't feel like moving before because there was no like air pressure or
Okay.
anything, but now you know you're moving. And the only way that you know you're moving in this dark is because you're feeling the air go past you. There's air, and your inner, your sinus cavity and stuff is telling you that there's motion happening. Your inner ear, and it's going further and further and further. And roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. 11.
Okay. Um, it's not a graceful landing.
No.
We'll just say
No, it
that.
wouldn't be.
As you seem to be a spat out of something backwards, and as you go through it, you realize as it passes you that this is like a portal, and on the other side of the portal, all you see is black. But on this side, as you land sprawled on your back, it's very graceful. It's just kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry. Um,
Kind of par for the course with me, yes.
yes, yes, indeed. You notice that you're in a warehouse, and there's laughter coming from that direction. That's where the laughter's coming from. And there's people wandering around, and they're all laughing and smiling, and they seem very happy. You know what? You feel really happy. Roll me a Constitution save.
Okay. Oh, that would be a 21.
Okay. You feel really happy for a moment, and you see all the people there for a moment, and then the strangeness of all of this, and the fact that you wouldn't normally feel happy about being spat out of a portal and landing on your butt in front of a bunch of people, um, kind of sobers you down. And as you're looking around, you realize that when you blink, eh, you see things that you normally wouldn't see, like a
The inside
unicorn.
of a warehouse?
A unicorn over in that corner of the
A
warehouse by
what?
the pallets. And the people they're just wandering around, they're smiling, they're laughing, they're chatting. And there's like a very colorful little feathered serpent kind of up at the railing that looks like it's for the upper floor.
Can I get up off my butt?
Absolutely.
Because, sort of like brush myself off. And because
Okay.
this is, I don't want to be the butt of that laughter for very long.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna get up and sort of check my person. Am I like still me? Am I wearing the same clothes I was when I left? Or
Yep, you're wearing the same clothes you're wearing actively right now. Whatever was in
okay,
your pockets right this second is still in your pockets. You do have your coffee mug with you.
okay. At least I
Um,
have a semi-weapon.
yeah, yep, you do. And one of the people comes wandering up to you. Oh, are you new? The the canopies, canapes. How do you say that? I really don't know how you say that. Oh, but they're so wonderful. Oh, this is such a nice thing. And he's so funny. The comedian outside is just so funny. You're gonna have such a good time. And she's laughing, and then she wanders away. This person who just was talking to you for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me a perception check.
Okay. That would be a 19.
All right. You notice that as she walks away and she's laughing and smiling, as she gets close to something at the back of this big open warehouse room, there's something there, and it's like the laughter and the smiling all just go away. And she just wanders up the stairs is in the back corner there.
Hmm.
But she seems singularly emotionless as she does that. And you notice that there are a few other people also heading for the back stairs. And as they get close, the laughter and the joy that they seem to be exhibiting seems to just be sucked out of them, and they seem fairly emotionless as they go up the stairs.
Okay. If I was to go towards, yeah, I'm going to go towards those people to the stairs and kind of like wonder what's going on here.
Okay, you move back towards the stairs. Are you laughing, pretending to laugh, or are you just like, gotta figure this out?
Sure, I'll pretend to laugh.
Okay,
Why
Steph.
not?
So you head towards the stairs,
Hmm.
being good and jolly. Um, there's enough people in here that nobody's really looking at you, so I'm not going to make you roll a deception check. Um, and you get close to the stairs, and you feel something tug at you. Roll me another Constitution save.
Uh-oh. That is an 18.
Okay. It tugs, but it doesn't seem to get anywhere. You're not even sure really kind of what it was. It was odd. But it
Hmm.
only got there right as you got towards the stairs. Like there's, hmm, as you walk through, it's like a perimeter to whatever this is. And then all of a sudden the laughter out back stops and people start screaming and running.
Okay, I'm looking behind me to see what they're running from.
Okay, well, they're outside. You would have to go through the door. Let me show you very quickly
Hmm.
what the place looks like where you're at. Maybe, if I actually have it up. There we go. Okay, can you see the room?
Hmm. Yep.
All right, so you actually came into this room. You fell in on your butt pretty much just right here, right
Okay.
smack dab center. The staircase where they went to go up is over here in this corner.
Hmm.
And as you've walked to here, the laughter was coming from out of here, and you can see that there's a doorway there. Um, that's just a doorway to a hallway, but
Hmm.
you can't really see it from where you are, kind of over here. Okay?
Hmm.
All right. But what you do see is a unicorn come running down the stairs and galloping towards the door, and another one that's coming out from behind these boxes, and everything else seems to be retiring upstairs. Not the people, but there's a few things that you can't quite see them, but you know that they're there. You can kind of feel that feeling like there's a presence. And from there, we're going to go back over to the other people.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Shauna, Chris,
Hello.
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 All right, so you're there. You have just come inside the doorway and have determined to go out the side door. That's where we left it all last week. You'd made it in, you disrupted the comedian and his show, and you've made it inside the side of the doorway. And what you see, I'm going to share that screen again. Okay, so you two have just gone through the door. You're right here.
Hold
Yeah.
on, it disappeared.
Hmm?
Hold on one sec. Sorry. Um,
OBS is having weird issues.
Yeah, oh no.
Sorry, I have to see if it worked on. I'm
On
sorry.
the screen share.
Take no stuff. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused.
That's okay. You'll be back in just a second. Anyway, you guys just went outside of the store. What you see is what looks like a big open warehouse
Sorry, hold on.
with boxes and pallets piled different. You can't really tell what was
Wait,
in the
pause.
boxes.
Pause. Sorry, I have to restart OBS. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Is OBS what gets us to Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. I know nothing about Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that they've had the Twitch streaming, but you need other programs to be able to stream to it. You can't
It's
actually stream
temperamental.
with Twitch, and it's fairly temperamental.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Live streaming is kind of the same way. If you use something called StreamYard, it pops
Yeah.
in and out all the time. Yeah, weirdness.
Okay, it looks like we are back.
We're back.
Woo! We're back.
We exist.
We
We're here?
exist. Anyway, so what you guys see, we'll jump right back in, is a warehouse with pallets of boxes of something you're not really sure over on the corner opposite you, and you can tell that the room actually curves around back past the other doorway that you saw and out of sight. What do you two do?
We're sneaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw some unicorns and things pass you, and the Pegasi that were outside pass you. The guy, you're not sure what he is, that was pretending to be the comedian is still out on the little stage. You can't really see them, but roll me perception checks, both of you.
Absolutely.
Don't fail me now.
Oof. It's a 7 on the die. That's a 13.
Okay.
I have an 18 on the die with +6, so I'm 24.
All right. You actually, Shauna, you guys don't see anything coming more beyond those ones you've already seen coming through any doorways or anything,
Okay.
but you feel something.
Okay.
You feel something. It's got that, I don't know. It's like it's a light made out of light, but you can't see the light with your eyes, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And it has just gone through the door past you. It did not seem to see you because it did not stop or anything. It just has gone past. But you can feel other things moving in towards one of the back corners.
Okay.
Okay, what do you two do?
What? What's with the face?
Chris, there was this. Okay, so I just had this really weird feeling, like something that it felt like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it felt like light, and it just went past us out the door. But then it feels like there's also something in one of these back, not one of these, but like that back over there.
Okay.
Do you want to try to go that way?
Like something. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Bring out my my weapons.
Your two daggers or your
Mhm.
bow? Okay, the daggers.
Daggers.
I'll bring out my teeny dagger.
Do we see like other people still?
Oh yes, there's a number
affected?
of people milling around inside, laughing and talking and seeming very happy.
Should we? When in Rome.
That was the best comedian I've ever seen in my life. It was
Yeah, he was. I'm not good at this. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. He's.
Okay, what are you guys doing while you're laughing? Are you still standing there in the doorway, or are you moving?
No, we're walking towards that corner that Sean wants to check out.
Well, as you go, turn around the corner from the doorway where you're at, you realize that back corner is where the staircase is going up to the second story.
oh shit!
And roll me perception checks again.
Okay.
Second ones.
Oh, well, that helps. That is Much better. That's a 19.
Okay. Shauna?
23.
23.
Yeah, this dice it rolled an 18 and
Okay.
then I rolled a 17. Mom,
Jodi, you also roll a perception check.
I'm rolling all of this on D&D Beyond.
Which is
so
just
that it's-
fine.
Yeah. Perception, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a nice one. 21.
Nice. Okay. You guys all notice two things. First, Shauna and Chris, you notice that some of the people that are laughing and milling as they get close to the staircase, the ones that are over by there, it's like the laughter drains from them and they become kind of emotionless and begin to walk up the stairs. Two, Jodi, you notice two people who come in who don't seem to be laughing like the rest of them. Shauna and Chris, you also notice someone who doesn't seem to be laughing like the rest of them. All of you rolled fairly high perception
She's
checks.
holding a mug.
And she's holding a coffee mug. And Shauna,
looking really confused.
she looks really familiar. You think you might recognize her. But she's not from San Francisco.
Can I roll a intelligence check to see if I remember where I recognize her from?
Absolutely.
I know myself way too well. And then you look familiar, but I can't place it. Oh God. Okay, we'll see. I'm not hitting on you, I swear. Okay, 14.
Okay. Just like in the chat earlier, you're like, I seen Filker, maybe? Music? I think I know her from music. That's as far as you get. Okay,
We
but
haven't
but
seen each other like ever in person.
yeah, only online and stuff. But she's like you guys. She's pretending to laugh. You're pretty sure, and not really laughing. But she's over much closer to the staircase. And that actually is part of what tips you off, is that she's closer to the staircase, and yet she's still pretending to laugh while everybody else is going.
Yeah, so much for my acting chops. Huh?
Are we the second spy team to come here? Looks like somebody beat us here.
She looks familiar, but to be fair, I mean, I don't know. This is very strange. Okay. It's the funniness. Hi.
So these two people approach you, Jodi, it looks like.
Uh-huh. Like just regular people? Or...
Well, how familiar are you with Shauna?
I may have seen her picture online.
So
but-
there's that brief bit of familiarity,
Yeah.
just like with her, like, looks familiar. I'm not really sure why, but
Mhm.
they're both doing the kind of the fake laugh thing, and they're coming right at you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make eye contact and be like,
Are you here on mission?
I just kind of came here and like landed on my butt in the middle of all of this, and I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, this is amazing. That is so funny. We should get the fuck out of here.
I like that idea. Yeah. They're going up those stairs and like losing every emotion they have. It's very, very strange.
Yeah, maybe we should pull them out of here too. Yeah, what do you think? And then just leave. Just
Tiny, can she reach anyone who's going up the stairs?
Can you reach it? Oh yeah, absolutely. If you wanted to, they're going right past you.
Okay, she's just gonna pick some random stranger and go, "Hey, hi, how are you? Come on, there's a party over here."
Okay, and they turn and they look at you emotionlessly,
Yeah, she's leading them off.
and
I mean,
and
unless they like fight her, which they could.
they actually do. They
Oh, okay.
doesn't fight so much as just stands there like, and just looks at you with no emotion and goes, "I must follow."
Who are you following?
and then they turn and they begin to walk up the stairs, and you can hang on to them. They will try to drag you.
Okay, I'm letting go then. Something's really, really weird here. But they didn't answer my question, right? Or
No, they
did
did
they?
not.
They did not.
They just
Okay.
said, I must follow. Well, that's kind of an answer, but you're not sure what it means.
Okay.
That is creepy as hell.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
let's,
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the good guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
you were dropped here on your ass.
Yeah.
What
where were you before?
happened?
I was in like Toronto.
Wait.
What? That is.
Wait. Okay, so
Sitting in a chair
Toronto.
in my
okay,
office.
as you two
They're
step
laughing.
over the line right next to Jodi, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh God. Oh God.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
All right,
So that's 26.
nice.
13.
All right. Well, as they get closer to you, Jodi, and they're talking and stuff, and Chris, you don't even notice anything as you step close right up to her. But you watch the guy turn around and go right on up. Shauna, as you step across the line, all of a sudden, you don't feel anything. You can feel it drain out of you too. It's just like, and you just know, you know that you have to go upstairs because the good guys are waiting.
We should go.
Yeah.
You notice Shauna's
No.
like becomes completely neutral.
Okay, you take
Emotionally.
one arm, I'll take the other one.
And that's where we're going to leave you guys. You guys three go away for a second.
Okay.
Alex and Rob.
Hey,
If we have to lift her.
Yep.
I can definitely lift her.
All right. So Jodi, if you want, there we go. Perfect.
Aye.
All right, Alex and Rob. So since the last time that you guys had a mission, you've been in training. You've been there living in the Fey world, and you have been training, and it's so cool because they have the weapons. They have an entire massive cavern, and on one side is archery stuff and lock picking stuff and fighting stuff with every weapon you could ever imagine, and really strange creatures to teach you how to use them. Like as a note, Alex, you were started learning how to use this huge like spiked maul on a chain that just looks so badass. And you've never seen one in person before. They use them in special effects in movies. But the person that's training you to use this looks like nothing so much as like a sentient tree.
It's an ent. Or a dryad, or any of those things.
Yeah,
something
something
like that.
that looks like a sentient tree.
It's Groot.
Hmm.
It's the Great Deku tree.
But it actually looks exactly like a tree. A tree that just like talks.
Well,
Like from Pocahontas.
I'm going to.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that one. I'm going to explain to the tree that I actually want to use a. This is cool and all, but I've noticed that, from our last mission, we didn't really have anybody who could go in and actually be a frontline or be somebody who could, protect the rest of everybody. So I kind of like indicate that I would prefer to use a sword and shield.
Well, then, the one that you should be talking to is over there. He's an asshole, says the tree with his strange leafy, its leaves all like shiver, and you're like, tree
What
voices,
makes
they're
him an
weird.
asshole?
It's like, you'll say. And he gestures with a branch. She, you don't know.
It.
Um,
They.
Gestures with a branch over to the other side there. And the person that he's gestured at looks like nothing so much as a dwarf. And but if he was one of the seven dwarfs, this one would definitely be grumpy. He's got a scowl. He's got the beard. It's like every picture you ever saw of a dwarf from like fantasy. That's this guy. You wouldn't think it would be so spot on, but it really actually is, the whole thing. And he's over there with a rank of people, some goblins. There's a little red cap there, something that you have no idea what that thing is, all with sword and board. And he's going through and he's shouting commands at them that you can't see from here from over here. And he's got in his hand a stick. And you're watching him just like batter the hell out of these people. You can't hear what he's saying, but it's like clearly if they're too slow or you're not sure what's going on, but he'll hit their hand or he'll hit their face or they'll hit their back, or like his kind of adjustment is with a stick instead of saying, okay, now you need to stand this way or do that.
Having been through basic training and the military, this isn't actually that
unusual. Yeah. Okay, and Rob, you're there too.
Yeah.
You've been practicing over there in the warrior stuff. What
Outstanding.
weapon did you choose?
I've always been a sword guy myself. But we already have a swordsman. I'm a basic fighter, so I don't
Yeah.
have anything.
Well, I think that when the first game, you actually, because you are so big, that you had chosen like the sword that they gave you was a big, like a great
Like a
sword,
great
big
sword?
two-handed,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm
and it
down.
was interesting because it kind of folded out from like a pen,
Oh, I mean that's
this
amazing.
big like thing.
Yeah,
Alex,
click a pen. And...
also, hey, as you move closer to the sword fighters, you realize you kind of recognize that guy over there, except that it's Rob, but it doesn't look like Rob so much. Just Rob, that minotaur over there, that real tall guy, kind of looks like Alex. It's kind of uncanny almost. Rob is also rather tall, and he has horns, but his horns are more like deer antlers, big elk antlers coming out the top of his head. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's over there practicing with a long sword, a very great sword that is actually purple.
Oh, sweet.
Sweet,
Got a
yeah,
giant purple sword.
giant purple sword.
Is it like purple steel or is it like
It's like
purple
purple.
like crystal?
It's
Is it
like okay, you look at it. It's actually like purple, like it's crystal.
Mm.
So like amethyst. So not like that vibrant cartoon purple, like beautiful gemstone purple. Anyway, and he's over there practicing it with that, which happens to be near the sword and board guy.
What type of check would I need to make to like be almost certain that that's Rob? Would
Insight.
it be like insight? All right.
Mhm.
This is my... Oh, I am proficient in that. That is a 19 plus 5.
There we
So
go.
24.
All right, yeah, you're pretty certain that's Rob. I mean, you saw Shauna here and Karen, so that could be Rob too. Although it's kind of ironic that your whole D&D group happens to be
Right?
Fayblood. Maybe there's something that says about D&D players and Fayblood.
Nerds.
Yeah.
We're all.
Yep.
We boil it down to blood. That's amazing.
Yeah. So roll me an insight check, Rob, to see if you recognize Alex, or if you just think that's somebody who looks
Oh,
kinda
natural
like...
20.
Oh, God.
Nice. Okay, you totally even horns, massively tall. Alex is a little taller than you, but not by very much. Rob is definitely broader, and you do recognize each other.
Since we both immediately recognize each other, I just want to. I feel like this is how it needs to happen. Like I need to be like Rob, and he needs to be like Alex, and we both need to like walk up and do like the Arnold Schwarzenegger and from Predator, where they just like lock arms.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's gotta go. Right in the middle, right there.
And then we have to have the in air arm wrestling match. So
Okay. Do we roll to win? What's your
I
strength?
think we should.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
I think you guys have an equivalent strength as well.
Yeah, I got a 14 on the dice. On the die.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 13, but I am extremely lucky. I'm going to use one of my luck
Your luck
points.
thinks. There you go. There you go.
I actually picked this because it was in my actual life. I've discerned that for some reason shit just happens to me, like, and it's like all I can chalk it up to is I rolled a really high luck stat when I was born, so I had to pick that feat.
Hey.
And that is a 17 plus 5.
Yeah, because I think Robin, you have the same strength. With him with his Huorn the Huntsman thing, and you with your gigantic Minotaur thing, and you're both very strong in real life. But that lucky roll lets you win.
So you
It's like get together and it's like, yeah, guys. It's like, of course, this friendship would never be anything without competition. And just as you're doing that, all of a sudden you hear a familiar voice. Oh my God, guys! Oh my God, you gotta come help! You gotta come help right now! And poof, there's you recognize him. It's little Joey, the little fairy dude, and he looks actually frantic, and you've never seen him quite so fear-stricken. They don't know what they're in for. They don't know what's happening. It's coming. I saw him coming. There's going to be a big fight, and there's going to be a battle, and they're going to be caught in the middle of it. And I need you to go right now. And he throws glitter at you.
And I grab his lips.
No, it's glitter at you, and you reach to grab his lips as you are sucked into and spit out.
Was I able to grab a sword and shield before this happened?
Well, you had. Yes, I will give you that. Plus, you have the weapons that you got when you first were given your gifts.
Yeah, because I have my long sword. That's what
yeah, you have your long sword, and you have
well with that, so.
Armor that was. I believe your armor was an ascot, wasn't it?
I think my armor was just like invisible.
Yeah, it's invisible, but there was one solid thing that represented it, like a pin or an ascot. I'm pretty sure yours was an ascot. You had this very, very keen scarf around your neck.
We'll go with that. I'm Fred from Scooby.
Mm-hmm. I will have to. I can look back later. Yep.
Joinks.
Alrighty, and all of a sudden you go poof. All of a sudden you've both been through this before, the stupid Joey portals, that saved your ass last time. This time is like not anti-saving your ass, like but throwing you into the fire. But it doesn't seem like a fire because poof, you guys land on a stage outside a warehouse. In San Francisco. This looks a lot like the first place that you guys were at. Except not exactly.
Is there an audience?
You can see them running down the alleyway. Some of them are screaming. There is a massive fire happening, and what looks like almost had been blown out with some sort of an explosive. A wall of one of the warehouses right down the alley, and everybody's running past it to the place where you are is at the end of the alley, kind of blocking it off. So this was a one-way alley. There's two cars off to one side that had been parked. You appear, and there's a man standing between you, and he looks at both of you. Roll me perception checks.
Ooh, not very good. 7 + 2, 9.
Oh. That's not bad. 12 + 3, 15.
All right, so 9 and a 15. Rob, what you see is a man in a dark suit, with a kind of a flower boutonniere that's got. You can see the little plastic on it because you're close enough. It's clearly one of those squirt flower type things. And he's looking at you with this very piercing gaze. Alex, with your 15, you can see that his form is shimmering. Like maybe it's not really his form, but you can't see what the real form is.
God, I was gonna make a stupid joke. I was like, it's a vampire from Twilight.
And
Well, I
and
guess.
he says, "Who are you?" And then his face gets very thoughtful for a moment as he's looking
He's
very
still looking at
piercingly at
Rob.
you. He's looking at both of you, kind of because
Okay.
you're on either side of him.
I was about to ask you the same question.
Yeah, big same.
I am the comedian for today's entertainment. Roll me a Constitution save, both of you.
Uh-oh.
That is a God, I'm rolling nice today. That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Now, it's not like you don't roll a bazillion natural 20s, Alex.
Hey,
His dice have been blessed by a shaman.
so
I
that's
got.
a
You said
23.
Constitution.
Uh-huh. Constitution save.
17 plus 6.
All right, so both of you do very nicely. You feel like something wrench at you a little bit, like something was trying to, just that brief second of like wanting to laugh, and then it goes away.
Do I notice? So we both notice that something.
You rolled high enough to notice that, yes, that something tried to happen.
Do we look at each other and have a moment of understanding?
Maybe.
Okay, that's what I would do. I would feel that, and I would immediately look over at Alex, who I still don't think we haven't said hello yet.
Yeah, we did. We did the whole freaking hand. We did the Dylan.
No, just
We
kidding,
knew
just
exactly
kidding, just
who
kidding.
each other
Yeah,
were.
yeah, just kidding.
And,
If arm wrestle is not hello, what is?
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I
How
lost.
does
That's
that not
right.
happen?
Yeah.
You just wanted to forget that.
I don't know why. Exactly. I just wanted. Short-term memory. I lost. No. So
I'm going to immediately, because that seemed threatening, and I already kind of know that he's not what he appears to be. I'm going to attempt to pull my sword out and like kind of almost like put it on his shoulder.
Okay.
And be like,
okay.
I've got. I mean,
the guy just tried to like compel me to do something. I am like, hey, you know, and I'm not trying to attack him. I'm just like, what was that? Like, no, like very much like I know what you just tried to do.
Okay. You do that, and he looks at you, and he looks back over at Rob. He doesn't seem afraid, which is odd. And he says, "Your Fey blood. Help us." And this seems really familiar, because things get a little cold right all of a sudden. And his form shimmers and changes as the people leave the end of the alley. And you see before you what looks like an angel. It's a man with alabaster skin and white wings. And he's kind of glows a little bit as this disguise fades away, and he says, "We're the good guys. Help us."
I'm assuming that I'm very much, or do I believe that?
Well, do you remember how you got into this situation in the first place?
I mean,
Way in the beginning when you got sucked into the portals.
I remember what you talking about, like what the king looked like. Or, I mean, not the king, but
The
like
prince.
Very much similar.
Oh, that's right. Alex, you didn't get sucked into the portals. Rob.
No.
Yeah, I got sucked into the portal.
You got sucked into the portal. And was yours the good guys or the bad guys?
Well, they were the light guys. I think.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it was. Wait, no. That was Shauna. Shauna's was the light guys. I had the really.
You got the
really
demons.
evil.
Yeah, she got the
exactly.
angels.
Yeah.
But this voice, this cold and this, it's not exactly that voice that spoke to you and said there's always choice. But it was clear that this is the other side.
Yeah, I'm thrilled, big thrilled about that. Those demons were way not fun. My character had nightmares for weeks.
Hmm. And from there, we're going to have everybody else join back in.
They all just get warped in.
Yeah, well, they're right
The fairy
behind
just
you.
dusted all of them.
Chris, roll me a listen check.
Listen, Chuck?
That is a 14, so dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You hear two familiar voices outside that door, kind of echoing into this big cavern. That would sound like Alex and Rob.
Is that? No. Maybe? Okay.
We have to get her out of here.
Yeah, and quick.
Yeah,
Come on, Shauna.
like now. I take one arm, you take the other.
Actually,
We're like,
I just say go. And I am going to throw her over my shoulder
okay.
and start.
I'm just like,
Walking out the door. Actually, really fast walking out the door.
Yeah. Okay, you guys turn and you begin walking out the door. It takes you a moment to get that far. Shauna,
yeah.
they're taking you away from what you need to do. You need to go talk to the good guy.
I need to go talk to the good guy.
That's where I'm taking you.
I need to go talk to the good guy.
And you know that it's upstairs. You can feel it. You can feel it really strongly.
I need to go upstairs. I need to talk to the good guy.
I keep running out the door with her.
That is
Okay.
that is so wrong.
Can I struggle?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, I'm struggling.
All right. Roll me strength checks, you guys.
I probably lose badly.
Everybody or just them?
No, these two that have hold of
Okay.
Shauna's arms.
That's a 15 on the die, so
It wouldn't be me because he slung her over his shoulder. So
19.
Or try to, yep. What did
I
you
rolled
get?
a natural one.
Oh, no.
Okay, critical fail. Not only do you get her slung over your shoulder, it is yeah, she's like a bunch of wet noodles. It's pretty easy.
never
Get her
have
out.
you wanted so badly to roll a 1.
Yes, that was the time for it.
That was the time.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you head towards the door. And all of a sudden, light appears before you. And it is a beautiful, colorful winged serpent that it resolves into from this bright light. And it's standing between, well, standing, not really. It's fluttering between you and the exit out from the way you came in.
Okay.
Am
And
I
it
still?
says,
I need to go upstairs.
I do not stop. With my hand that doesn't have Shauna over my shoulder, I claw at this thing. Oop, sorry.
things
It's
are
a dramatic
getting...
effect.
I'm sorry, microphone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I claw at this thing, and I don't stop unless it is able to stop me. I am just barreling.
And if he's
Okay.
barreling through, I'm barreling with him.
Okay. You guys barrel on through. The, whatever this is, doesn't actually move. It just lets you go by, but you guys need to make me a charisma save, DC 17.
Ooh.
Am I still like I need to go upstairs?
No, once you left that perimeter, you actually remember who you are.
Okay, I got a dirty 20.
I got a 13 plus 3. I failed by 1.
Oh.
You said 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fail. I'm a 19, barely.
All right, so Shauna, you remember who you
all right.
are. Chris, you're and you know you're thrown at you. I mean, you remember everything that happened. It's just all of a sudden you can feel again, and a lot of what you feel is confusion.
What the?
Okay, Alex and Rob,
You start hearing, you suddenly
You
start.
hear that. You hear that. What the fuck?
Oh,
That
you're
sounds
back.
remarkably like Shauna's voice.
All right.
You're back, are you?
So we're
Chris.
gonna run.
Dude,
We're,
you
gonna,
put me down now, but man.
we're still talking to what's his face though, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh shit, I meant.
After remembering what the prince had said and talking about the light and the dark entities, I'm going to put the sword away, and then like as I'm doing that, look up, be like, what the, Shauna? Like, just turn around to look.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel safe because this guy is way cooler than the ones I've already dealt with, and then I'm gonna click my amethyst sword of destiny back into a pen and about face.
Do I hear Alex say Shauna?
Yes, you do, because you guys are on one side of that little hallway and they're on the other side of that little hallway back at the stage. So you're only about 12 feet apart.
Okay.
Wait, so is
Chris,
she
go
still
ahead.
over Chris's shoulder?
Yep. He's
Uh-huh.
not.
And
I'm
Chris,
confused. Right?
yeah, actually, Chris, no, you're not confused. You realize that these are the good guys. And they need you to help them. And the person to tell you that is upstairs. The best of the good
Oh my
guys.
God.
Wait a minute.
This would be,
Hold
you need
on.
to go upstairs.
You should all come with me upstairs.
Wait,
No,
we were
That's where
just
the best-
fleeing from that.
Like the
What?
leader of the side of light is up there,
We
and
saw
we should
that.
talk to him.
We didn't want to go
And-
there.
And
Look, I don't know
start,
what your name is, but we
I-
need to get out of here.
I turn, and I'm like, "Come on!" And I start walking.
No. We don't want to go that way. That's fucking weird. When you get out of this, you're going to feel really confused. It's going to be very unpleasant. And you
No, I'm sure. Come on.
And you guys, Alex and Rob, you're hearing all of that behind you in the
You
doorway.
really don't want to do that.
smacking on him. Like, dude, stop. At least put me down. You probably won't. Just like,
Okay,
No,
I'm
no,
like
this is good. This is a
grabbing
good thing.
Shauna's arm and like trying to help her off of his back.
I really don't want to go upstairs. Oh, God, so much.
Actually, you know what? Can I trip him?
I trot over and I'm just like, what is going on? Shauna, what are you doing here?
Okay, Jody,
We'll come up,
Chris,
Yeah.
What
here's
am I
what you
doing
see.
here?
is coming through the doorway, trotting in, trots up to you, and then says, Shauna, what is going on? Is this 7-foot
Oh,
tall?
was I that when I showed up? Or so I'm not myself right now.
Well, it depends on who's looking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. A 7-foot tall man with bull's horns that curl around in front of him and hooves for his feet. And he's big and muscular and carrying a very large sword and shield. And he looks remarkably like this guy sitting right here, Alex Drastel.
Okay, so
And he
that's
says that to
gotta give
Shauna
me
like he
pause.
knows her.
Yeah, I'm gonna jog up as well because this is a commotion of people. that
Okay,
I'm
and
not-
then coming up behind him is another very tall person, not quite as tall, but almost as tall, almost 7 feet tall.
Dear
Other
boy.
man with big antlers, big deer antlers, and strong. What is that? It's like,
Okay, what the fuck?
and he's
Wait,
carrying.
hold on. You brought the wild hunt?
What?
the hell?
That's great. Great. Bring the wild hunt. We're gonna go up and we're going to talk to this leader
We
of
went
all.
there. We went there and it was bad. You remember? We went there.
I was wrong. I was completely wrong, obviously. And he starts turning and walking again. Come on.
Just try and like pull myself around. Like,
You guys realize, wait, that's Chris. You haven't seen Chris here before.
hey, I mean,
And Chris, that's Chris, but Chris looks kind of like a gargoyle. He's got these bat wings folded against his back, and his skin is kind of gray, and there's horns that come out the front of his head. It's kind of creepy.
Damn, Chris, you got real ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait,
Otherwise,
see
he
him
looks
that way?
exactly like him.
You
Um,
sound really beautiful.
Because I don't recall.
no,
seeing
not
the
not
gargoyle.
initially. Not
Okay.
initially.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
Okay,
Oh, we're going upstairs
there's
to
an
talk to the
angel
leader
guy
of-
outside. Should
Yeah.
we be talking to him?
Guys, let's all
Who are
have
you
a
trying to
conversation.
talk
Whatever, you need to stop him from going up the stairs.
no,
That
we
is
all need-
bad.
Go upstairs.
Chris,
All
why
of
are
us,
we
come
going
on.
up the stairs?
Oh, we
Um,
can stay
Want to
right
lose
where
all
we
your
are.
emotions? Everyone loses their emotions. They get
Because
powerful
we're
halfway
gonna
up
go-
the stairs and then poof.
no, we're gonna go talk to the leader of the side of right. That's what
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
doing.
he's right behind us. Follow us this way.
No, it's upstairs. Trust me.
They are lying to you. It's
No, Chris, you're delusional, man. Snap out of it. And then I'm gonna go up to Chris and like play with his face a little bit. Chris, this way.
No,
Calm
it's
down.
real. It's real. Come on,
Yeah,
come on.
Hey, do you like coffee? 'Cause,
He tries to
know,
bring
like,
you along.
I
I
have
love
the real
coffee.
stuff right here. Like
I
and
love
I'm
coffee
not giving
so
it to
much.
you. I'm
We
not.
should take
I'm
some
not,
to the leader.
I'm not giving
upstairs.
it to you until we're outside. I'm sorry. No. You're
We'll
not
bring it
getting
to the
it
leader.
unless we're outside.
I'm gonna use one of my divine senses
Okay.
to detect good or evil within 60 feet of me.
Oh no, our OBS just crashed again too.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh,
Oh no!
one second, people. I do not know what's going on. Ah!
the one thing
It's okay.
I brought with me, damn it, it's going to be useful.
There you go.
What kind of coffee?
It's that.
I'm
It's
picky.
actually Pete's Major Dickinson's blend.
Nice.
Unfamiliar with that particular one, but
It's dark. It's
I am-
really dark and nice
Oh.
and rich and yummy.
not,
And you're really going to like it, but only outside.
Mhm.
One of our viewers writes, OBS rolls a natural 1. Rest in peace.
Okay, there's
Uh,
got
Yay! It looks like we're back.
back.
Yay! Yay!
All right.
Really?
Okay, where we last left off.
Yeah, going upstairs.
I'm detecting good and evil, or I'm detecting evil within 60 feet.
All right. Yes, you do. You detect good inside the warehouse. Within 60 feet. Actually, numbers of bing, 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 bing. It lights up like a candle. And you're detecting evil back down the alleyway, the direction all the people were running when you guys first poured it in.
Okay, so there's what? So there's not evil upstairs.
No.
Okay, so I'll be like, guys, why don't we want to go upstairs? Because I just did the. God, this is so weird. I just did the paladin thing where I can detect evil, and there isn't any except for down the hall, except down the alleyway that way. So if he wants to go upstairs because he thinks the leader up there, well, I'm not sensing any evil, so I don't think this is a problem.
No, it's
Okay,
good.
the
It's good.
problem is that the minute that I got near the stairs, all I didn't actually have that happen. She had that happen. We have not been introduced. But
Can we stop Chris now, please? We're still like going slowly.
Come on.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
Even me?
Oh, yes.
Hey, I got a 21.
25.
I got a 5.
Oh,
I'm a little freaked out right now.
Oh no.
Well,
It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, I got a 7. Thank God for addition.
Okay, who got over a 15?
not me. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I got a 19 plus 2.
All right. So, Chris and Rob, you notice while all of this is going on, for some reason it catches your eye and you look down, and at the end of the alleyway, back where what looks like an explosion took out part of one of the other warehouses, Chris,
my bad.
something kind of flickers in and out of view there, and it looks creepy as fuck. It's shadowy, and it's got a long, like, extended head and long wings that just kind of fade into darkness behind it, and a tail with forked things, and it appears for just a second and then it goes away.
I'm gonna look over at them and be like, guys, did you see that? Please tell me somebody else saw that.
I saw that. Tanya, quick question.
Yes.
I know I'm under the influence right now, but that's probably my favorite enemy,
Okay.
I'm guessing.
What did you choose for your favorite enemy?
I chose what is the term?
Fiend?
Huh?
Fiend?
Infernal
Oh, infernal. Possibly. Then.
or fiend. Fiend or infernal, I forget what it is in this edition. But
Okay.
yeah,
It
that's
would
what I
be,
say.
in this edition, I believe it's Fiend.
Okay, so it
And
would
yes, in that case, it would be. It would be indeed, which may be why you saw it when everybody else didn't.
yeah.
Rob saw it.
So yeah, Rob saw it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's not my favorite enemy.
Would I make the jump in my current state to be like, no, I have to protect the leader of the Side of Light? Or would I still want to just go up the stairs?
What the charm asked you to do, it's a charm person spell. It was to go up the stairs and talk to the leader. So it doesn't give you any other instruction besides that, besides just feeling very predisposed to be friendly and that one little command, the suggestion that this would be great. So no, you totally can do it, and with being attacked can break the charm.
Well, would me hitting him constantly, trying to get him to put me down, count as an attack?
No, because it has to be an attack from the person who casts the charm.
God damn it!
Ugh.
Speaking of which,
Mhm.
you hear a high-pitched sound behind you that sounds kind of like a mix between a hiss and a bird's screech. It's really strange. It makes your spine shiver, but it's kind of in a good way. It's kind of in a light way. It's weird. You'd have to be there.
Did we all hear that? Or?
You do.
Now, when you say behind us, is that
Inside the
inside?
warehouse.
Inside the warehouse.
Right.
I turn to see what that is.
And behind
Feathered
you,
serpent.
the feathered serpent is making that sound, and it's got its wings, stretched out, and its feathers are fluttering, and it looks very upset. And suddenly, the unicorns that you see down the alleyway
Oh,
run out to the center of the alleyway and begin looking around, and are attacked by that shadowy creature that you saw, Chris. You guys, the rest of you see it now as it comes out of its hiding to attack one of the unicorns. And another unicorn comes and attacks it, and then another thing that looks small and pointy and spiky and evil. Actually, there's like 10 of those, and they come swarming out of the shadows, and they overtake the other unicorn that was out there, and the fight is joined at the end of the alley.
Feathered serpent person, I think there's a bunch of demons out there. I'm just gonna go upstairs though.
For
no!
the love of God!
Look, you look strong. Just keep him from doing it.
Yeah,
Can I
Or we
can
can-
I attempt to grab him?
I'll go behind him
'Cause
too
I'm
and
not
launch
gonna
him
be
on
able to
top.
stop him.
And I start walking.
Apparently, at this point, it's just nothing can stop him except if we had dispel, which I don't think any of us can do.
So I'm gonna
So
help
maybe
Alex.
you should
Actually-
take him and toss him over your shoulder.
Actually,
That's what I'm
Jodi,
thinking.
Yeah.
Jodi,
Uh-oh.
you don't know why, but you know that it's so bad for him to go up those stairs. You do, and it's almost like a compulsion. You reach out and you touch him. Stop. Like you said you did. You grab at him,
Okay.
and you feel like a spark, like heat goes through your hand and into his body. And Chris, your charm is dispelled.
Oh, thank God. Can you?
You don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah. Now you've been playing D&D a long time, so you maybe. But is that what a spell feels like? It was kind of cool, but it was really just your
cool.
intent. Your intention.
I
What
start-
else can your intention do?
I start backing out.
Okay. As you guys do, you see. Oh, roll me a perception check. All of you.
All of us.
All of you.
Whoa.
Hey. Oh my God.
2 19s in a row.
Wow. Yeah, I did. Wait, I rolled 2 19s in a row.
Oh, so you got a 21 again, and I got a 25 again.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I got a rock.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
I'm really not paying attention because I rolled a 1.
uh-huh.
Okay.
hey,
You got my rock.
Okay. So those of you
Nice.
who rolled over a 12, because it's kind of apparent, notice Rob. It's the winged dude. It's the angel dude. But you guys were having this stuff in the doorway, and all of a sudden he wasn't there. You didn't even notice that he wasn't there. But now he's up in the thing. He's up in the air. And up in the air facing him now is what looks very much like your traditional Hollywood winged demon. And they're both just floating up there.
Well, fuck.
Okay, where
Oh,
the
no.
hell are we?
And one says,
San Francisco.
"This world is mine." And the other one says, "No, this world is mine."
What are you all looking at? Like, oh shit! No.
I take.
And now you all see this once they speak.
I
Chris,
take.
can you put me down now?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I reach into my dice pouch and I pull 2 dice out. I aim at them and I say, "No, this world is ours." And I just launch those dice right at them.
2 dice, roll to hit,
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
and then mark those dice off because they don't come back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've this is 4 now I've used.
Of
Actually,
your-
I've got a pile right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you like the D&D equivalent of Gambit?
Yes, with dice only.
A
With
little bit, mon cher.
Yeah, his thing that he grabbed on his way out was a bag of dice.
I grabbed my
Uh,
dog, but she's not with us right now.
17 plus, I guess, just raw dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's dirty 20.
Okay. For which one?
For the demon.
Okay, it hits.
And for the angel, that is a 14 on the die, which is a 17.
Okay, that one also hits. Roll me your damage.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll roll your damage.
Oh
You did
God!
not tell me what that damage was.
I did not.
No.
It was enough to take down the side of a building.
Did you hear me talking about you? Come
Mhm.
and say hello.
Yeah, there's Shauna's blink dog.
Oh, what a cutie.
All right, here's what the rest of you see. Chris pulls out his little dice bag, pulls out 2 good old D&D dice. Actually, kind of pretty. He showed us last week. And
There.
he lobs one at the demonic that's flying up there and one at the angelic that's flying up there. Both hit. And the moment they hit, there's a massive explosion! And they both erupt in flame.
Why did you throw it at both of them?
It doesn't kill them, but it does damage them. When the flames start dying off, and you realize that for the demon, the flames aren't dying off, and maybe that part of that flame is his flame, you're not really sure. And they turn and they look at you guys.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Oh yeah, let's not stay here.
That's how
Roll
things
initiative.
go.
Usually it's
Oh, no.
me doing
Oh,
the
no.
stupid shit, Chris.
Oh, son of a gun. I rolled it.
To walls and
Okay,
getting
well, I'm going last because I got a 4.
Oh no!
Think
Okay.
again, because I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Rob, that's
Okay.
now remember initiative was with your dex bonus.
Okay, then that's I rolled a 2.
Okay. Okay, so Jody's a 4, Rob's a 2.
I'm a
Chris, what are
I
you?
don't
I'm
have
a
a dex
15.
bonus.
You're what? 15?
15.
15?
15.
All right. Shauna?
23.
Alex?
Nice.
14.
Yes.
Alex, what was your initiative?
14.
14. Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
I stepped in it this time.
And the demonic's initiative is 6. The angelic's initiative is 16. All right, so that would mean Shauna, you get to go first. What do? Do you run? Do you attack? I mean, you saw that there's more than just those two.
As the angelic looks at us, we're not with him.
I gingerly poke the giant used to be hole in my side. Okay, I'm gonna poof out my little fairy wings that are actually pretty big now. How big are these things? They're both flying, right?
Yes, they are human size,
Okay.
and they are flying.
This sucks. All right, I am going to I have my dagger out already. And I'm gonna pull out my teeny life crossbow thingy, and then I'm gonna poof my wings out. Can I do anything else? Because that was like actions.
Okay, yeah, no, you're gonna launch yourself into the air, which you move action and draw your weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you're throwing your weapon, that's pretty much all you can do.
I don't want to die.
Okay, next would be the angelic, who turns and looks at Chris and says, "How dare you attack the good guys?"
Easily.
Anybody who has to call themselves the good guys maybe isn't the good guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this is probably not the
amount of
time to
times
tell
I
you
have
what
to
the
say that.
CR of these guys is.
Oh boy.
I'm definitely having a psychotic break. Definitely. Those wings, yeah, that I don't know what's going on in my brain, but
You're not having a psychotic break and you're not dreaming.
If we survive this,
okay, then
I'll
what
explain
the
it later.
fuck?
That's what I thought last time.
Okay. This angelic whatever this is entity, it turns and it looks at you and it says, "How dare you attack the good guys?" And then swear to God, it pulls out a fucking trumpet and blows on it.
Oh no.
Roll me a dexterity save.
Boy. Good thing I'm good at dex. Oh, yes. Okay, 17 plus 5. That is a 22. But this is probably Gabriel's trumpet.
Okay, that was a 22,
22.
which means that you will take half damage.
Oh boy. I'm dead. Huh.
Maybe.
Wait. How far am I away from him?
Yeah, that was my thought too. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm anywhere near
Okay.
him, I'm dead.
No, this is importante.
Mm.
So it's 22. So 30, half of 30 would be 15 points of damage.
I'm still up.
Well, he's gonna take half anyway. So.
That would be all.
Well, that is the half. Of,
15
is the
is half of
15 is
30.
half of the 30. These were not the guys you're meant to fight. And what you see, the rest of you see, is that the angelic whatever this is pulls out a beautiful golden trumpet and he sounds an angry but still beautiful blast at you that comes out like a beam of light, like the sound is made of light, and it strikes you. You manage to miss the worst of it, but it follows you and it still hits you, and it burns. It burns, but it also is cold. It's like an ice burn. It burns like ice. It would be what one would call radiant damage in
Oh,
this world. Okay. Okay. It doesn't seem to kill Chris, however, but he's looking fairly damaged. Next would be
It's me.
It's me.
it's Alex, yeah.
Oh no, it's Alex. Okay.
No, it is. No, it's Chris. It's Chris. Chris, you're next, and then Alex.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's right.
Um,
Chris, so what do? The angel just said, "How dare you attack the good guys?" And then he hit you, and it hurt a lot.
ow. I unfurl my wings
Okay.
and I try to GTFO.
Get the fuck out. All right. Well, this is your very first time flying. So it's you're gonna have to roll me a dexterity save and see how well you do.
That's an 18.
Man, how funny would it have been if you got a nat one though? You was just like gone off and just face planted.
Shot did last time.
I'd have killed
That would have been
myself.
the last of his hit points right there.
I have 1 hit point.
Okay, and then what did you roll for your dex save?
18.
Okay, you're fine. Oh, it feels so natural. It's like some part of you has always known you had these wings somehow, even though you didn't until just only a few hours ago. And they spread and they come out, and the leathery, it almost creaks a little bit. And when you take to the air, there is nothing that feels like it. At first, it's kind of disorienting as your feet leave the ground, and you realize that just that, the motion of what feels like a second set of arms almost, is keeping you up. But you can do it. You can do it. You can get up, and you can go pretty damn fast. Where do you go exactly?
I'm looking for a place to hide to get out of, because
Well, you could go
That
back
needle-
into the warehouse. You could go up on the roof.
I'm trying to get out of the general area.
Yeah, the warehouse is blocking a direct route out, but you could go over the warehouse.
Yes.
Okay, so you go over the warehouse, and on the other side of that warehouse is actually a fairly busy street, and you can see it there below you. You just you get up and over just past the roof of that warehouse, and that's where your turn ends.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, your turn. You guys all saw Chris. You saw this guy. Oh my God, he just changed. He changed into looking something like a humanoid gargoyle. He still was him, his still face, but his skin got gray, and he got horns on the top of his head, Jodi, and then these big bat-like wings, and he just took off and he flew over the warehouse away from this danger.
I'm definitely having a psychotic break. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been hermiting in my house way too long.
It could be. It's a, COVID
Oh, yeah.
psychoses. They don't talk about that in the news.
No, they really don't. I am really confused and lost right now.
All right, what are you doing, Alex?
I'm gonna cast heroism on myself
Okay.
and gain 4 temporary hit points.
Okay, that's a good thing.
And then that's my action. So where are these things that were down like the alleyway? Are they in like a direct line to like run over and attack us too?
Absolutely, but they do seem to be distracted fighting each other.
I'm just gonna position myself geographically in between like the door and like the shit in the sky and then the stuff down the hallway.
So you're kind of in front of everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys see Alex cast some sort of a spell, and then he gets his shield and his sword and he positions himself in front of you. Next would be the demonic. That demonic looks down at you, and it can't see the one that shot it, but it's a demon. It doesn't care. It says, "We will feast on your souls when you die." And it casts, and you see fire, because it never stops burning from the explosion,
Oh, lovely.
coming out of its hand, and it throws it towards you. Everybody make me, excuse me, a reflex save.
Do I have to since I'm technically flying in the air?
Absolutely, this is a fireball.
Do I have to?
No, you do not, because you are not there.
Okay, I rolled a 1. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yikes.
I'm gonna be dead.
Ooh, that is a 20.
Oh,
First session. Yeah, this is the
No,
Dex.
because
This is
actually-
Dex.
No, I have luck. I can use it however I want, I guess.
okay.
So
You're gonna let
I'm
her reroll?
going to let you re-roll your
I don't
deck.
think you can.
I
Okay.
think it's only you.
Yeah, the
I
way
think it's
lucky
only
you can
It says it's not just for me. It can be for
you can impose
Attacker.
disadvantage on attack against you.
okay, luck points after you roll a die. Whenever you make an attack roll or something is rolled against you, you can also, when an attack roll is made against you, roll a d20 and choose when one creature spends a luck point to influence the outcome of the roll.
Yeah, it's only for yourself.
Damn it!
Sadly, you are lucky. She is still not lucky.
No.
Mhm.
Dang.
No.
And it would be fitting that my end would be Dex.
Mm.
It would be very
It's like,
fitting.
no, I started this on my ass, and now I'm gonna end it on my face.
Sadly, it's
Pretty
like,
much.
Point for my own one because I also rolled a natural one.
oh god.
Well, then you need to
Sad-
roll your own.
Sadly,
This
it's
will
a
be barbecue,
fireball.
Jody.
That's okay.
No, maybe.
Okay. What did everybody else roll?
I
I
got an
actually rolled
18
a nat
total.
20.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. I got an 18 total.
So that's a
Okay.
22.
All right. So,
This kind of hurt. Anyway.
okay.
No.
So 25 divided in half
12 and a half.
would be 12 and a half for those of you who made your save. But wait,
There's more.
there is more.
Because I'm dead twice over.
No, 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 no. You see, Alex positioned him fend. This training shield he pulled off the line before he came up. He goes like this, and he tries to defend everybody. And Alex, with your natural 20, you see the fireball coming right at you, and you just, you're not sure why, but you know you can. You catch it on the shield. You know that scene in Sleeping Beauty when the dragon is breathing its breath at Prince Philip, and he
Oh,
takes the shield and it just completely blocks the breath? This shield just did that with the fireball. And you guys are surrounded in fire. You can hear nothing of what's going on you because the flame is so loud. It's like explosive. Comes up around you and stuff. And it circles you, but that shield takes it for all of you. And you take no damage.
For all of us?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
And you take no damage, Alex. That shield can do that 3 times a day.
You can absorb a fire, like just anything?
Any spell attack.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That is a.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there like expecting this to like still hurt like a set, and I'm just like kind of like peering over the shield,
Like, oh my god.
like surprised myself, like what the.
Freaking impressive.
Okay.
Amazing.
This is what happens when you serve the prince
America
and
shield
princess
right
of the Fae.
Right.
But it only does it 3 times.
That's like pretty cool. Like, only 3 times.
Speaking from a person who would have been fried twice over, yes, that's very, very cool.
Speaking of person who would have been fried twice over, Jody, it is your turn. What would
is
you like
it?
to try and do?
You know, Okay, wait a minute. So I just dispelled some charm or something like that, right? So if I'm like cleric-y, and I kind of know what this is
Right.
all
You play
about,
D&D,
I've
you know.
played these games.
Yeah.
What if I think about blessing the party? You know, I think that we can take this on. I think we can do this. I really do.
With all of these things that you don't even know you have.
I mean, apparently we have like a magic shield. Like, apparently you guys have freaking wings.
Okay.
So this is pretty cool.
And
I think we can do this.
Some of us only have antlers. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, no.
antlers.
Those kids only have antlers. Come on.
you all got
Yeah.
gifts when you when you swore.
minus the whole world ending, catastrophe. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Like,
It is. It
Mhm.
is. All right. And you know what? It feels really good. It's like that warmth inside of you. I know we can do this. You have faith that you can do this, and it comes, and you can feel it just like going into them, and you guys all can feel like this like warm feeling. It's like, how many of you have seen Big Trouble in Little China when he says magic potion? Thought so.
I feel really positive
It's
about
like that. It's like that moment of like, I feel kind of invulnerable. You just get that feeling of warmth,
I
and
mean,
like,
let's not go overboard. But
yeah, but everybody
you feel
gets
pretty good.
everybody is blessed. You all have a +1.
not me.
And now
Bless, doesn't it work where it gives them an extra D4 dice when they do an attack or something like that? I think.
I
or
don't
when they make a
think it
save?
does. But
bless is it's a spell. It's a first level spell.
yeah, let me take a look very quickly.
I'm trying to.
I mean, if I'm first level, I don't know if I even should have that. I don't know.
You can bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range.
Yes.
Whenever a target
yeah.
makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw. Yeah, 5e's changed it. I'm still new to 5e, so sorry about that. Higher levels, it does more things. So
Second
yes,
level, I can
indeed, a
get
d4 number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Mhm.
So your attacks or your saving throw can have an additional d4.
you get to choose up to two more people to make that happen to.
For a minute, so long as you're concentrating.
Yeah. I believe it's 3 people in total, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Okay. So, I am gonna then bless everyone but me.
Okay.
Because it's not like I'm going up and fighting them.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Now, Rob, however, it is you can move Jodi if you would like. You cast the spell. Would you like to move, or do you want to stay right there?
You know what? I kind of like being near Alex.
Okay.
Considering I have 11 measly hit points.
All right, Rob, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I'm like so incredibly confused why we think that we are going to take on these huge flying demons.
The fuck out.
So I'm going to propose to everybody that we GTFO and go fight something, less, apocalyptic looking.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I enjoy, we're in this, crazy land and stuff, but I feel like we should probably not fight these guys. So I don't know if I have to win over the team or something, but I don't
say it like you're going to say it.
Listen, guys, these guys look absolutely insane. What are we doing? I vote that we about face and GTFO. And go and find Chris. We can't leave Chris behind. We got to find everybody and get going. Thoughts, concerns. I prefer life.
Yeah, I like life. I don't know where the hell this life is, but
yeah.
sure.
Even if it's a dream, it's a really sweet dream, and I want to keep doing it.
I'd like to stay alive in my dream. Yeah.
Yeah, big same. Look up at Alex, see what his thoughts are. Look up at Shauna, what everybody.
It's like, dudes, what are we doing now? Okay.
As
Now-
much as I like
Yeah.
blocking fireballs, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
fight that.
Yeah.
Let's hope you never have to do that again.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Alex, that shield is incredible. That's it.
Where-
That's it.
Okay.
Says the man with the purple sword. Okay, so what
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
do now? You've said
Yeah.
your piece. Do you take an action? Do you go
Um,
somewhere? Do you do something?
I'm gonna start heading towards the exit and hold my action.
Run, 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 run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the exit is way down the alleyway, past. Well, at least that's you could see. You didn't see a door on the other side of the warehouse.
Okay.
So you have to go down the alleyway past the fighting unicorns and demons. There's a Pegasus. Looks like it's going to be charging in next round to be fighting, and God knows what's behind you. But you have to go past them to get out. Now remember, you guys do have, those of you who were given gifts by the prince and the princess, you do have armor on.
Yeah. And I have a sweet freaking purple sword.
Mhm.
So I vote that we take the unicorn fighting. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm gonna start heading that way.
Okay, you
Um,
do your full movement down the alley?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that'll get you about
wield my
halfway down.
weapon.
And you end your movement
Holy weapon.
unless you're running and doing a double
Holy
movement.
coffee.
I wouldn't
Well,
get
I
that
can-
far away from this. But...
Yeah, I get an extra movement per turn, but I'm not gonna go so far away because I'm still waiting on the rest of the team.
Okay.
You know, I don't want-
So Rob moves about halfway down the alley, so he's right next to the fighting unicorn and demonics. You guys don't know, unless you studied the monster manual, which demonics these are.
Wait, I'm right next to him.
But they're right there, and they're not paying attention to you. They are fighting each other pretty viciously. It's clear that they do not like each other, these angelic things and these demonic things. And so now we are back to the top of the round. Shauna, what you do?
Can I carry another person with
What's your strength?
my strength is not terrible. 15.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So long as they're not really heavy.
As long
Okay.
as it's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't carry Rob or Alex, but you could carry Jodi.
Okay, that's good because yeah. Okay. I'll like swoop down to Jodi and I'll be like, do you mind? Is it okay? And then if you nod with a yes, okay, I'm gonna hook my arms underneath your armpits and like hoist you into the air and be like, please don't struggle because I don't know how to do this and I don't want to drop you. Please, God, and I'm gonna
Okay, I don't want to be dropped.
And so you are picked up unceremoniously from under your armpits, and then you take to the air, and it feels really strange. There is no cage, there is no seat, there is no seat belt. Your feet are no longer on the ground. Just this little girl has you with her wings, and close up, now that you can kind of see her real self maybe and stuff, she's kind of scary looking. She's got like these fangs and these red eyes. Yeah, it's kind of like she's channeling her inner goth vampire type of thing, you know?
Okay,
I
this
guess
is
it's
a really weird dream. Very, very strange, and I'm going with it.
All right. All right.
Okay.
for the last thing I'm gonna do for my turn is I'm gonna be like, Joey, get us out of there, please.
Okay, and where do you fly to?
I'm trying to. I want to get her out of the way of danger, but I also want to keep everybody close together because I don't want it to be difficult for Joey. So I'm gonna go past Rob a ways, but I'm gonna try and stay. I don't know. I gotta get her out.
Okay, so instead of following Chris over the warehouse, you're going with Rob down the alley.
Well, because I figured Alex is gonna go that way, and Chris can fly, and he's probably the safest right now.
Okay.
And so,
But you can fly too.
yeah, but I don't think he abandoned us. I think he's probably just right there anyway, and so he'll meet up with us when we
Okay.
get around.
Trying
So
not to die.
Try not to die.
hey,
Okay. So you move down the alley. What's your fly speed? I think
my
it's 40
I think
feet,
it's
isn't it?
no, I think it's 60, isn't it? Fly is 60 with something.
Okay.
doesn't-
You get actually nearly to the end of the alley. Rob is on this side of the fighting demons and angelic creatures, and
Okay.
you are on the other side of them now.
Okay, and it looks like a safe space. Safe place.
No, but it's safer, maybe. You're
I'm
up
not
in the air.
down. I'm gonna keep holding
Yeah.
on. I don't know that your name is Jodi right now, but I don't know.
We
Not
will
yet.
figure this out.
Okay. Next is the angels. The angel turns, and let's see, who does he choose?
Oh God.
He already shot the guy who shot him, and he was the only guy who saw it. So I mean, it's like he's technically a good guy. I mean, maybe
Also,
fight the dude in front
The
of him.
the angel.
Demon in front of him.
Well, exactly. The angel. I rolled to see where his focus is going to be. Is it with pride or is it with the more immediate threat? And it's the more immediate threat. This is one of the higher level angels, so he knows what's what. And he turns, and all of a sudden, that trumpet that he was holding goes shing. There's this beautiful, glowing, radiant sword, and he swipes at the demon. And he strikes it. And you can hear the buzz and it's almost like a scream from the sword as its bright radiance hits the darkness of the demonic, and it slices through, and the demonic screams, and that scream kind of shakes the buildings a little bit. And you can hear the glass kind of like it's like sets the it's terrible sounding. It's a terrible sound. Imagine a demonic scream. Yeah. All right. And now we move on to Chris.
Okay, so I heard that fireball, or probably felt the heat from it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm flying. It looks like I'm flying over this building and gonna go on the other side, but I want to bank
Okay.
and make sure that my people are okay.
Okay. So you bank back around to the side warehouses. You end up on the side where the two cars were parked that you were hiding behind earlier. You come over the warehouse, and you can see that Alex is still back at the stage, and everything around him in a swath in this nice semicircle is completely burned to a crisp. It's scorched. The wood still has glowing embers in it. You could like it was a campfire, but that semicircle from right where he is and behind him, clear like nothing ever burned. And he's still standing there. Rob is halfway down the alley, right next to a crowd of fighting beings, unicorns and pegasi and little demonic things, and a shadowy thing looks like it's going to be sweeping in there. On the other side of that mass of fighting things, you see Shauna with her wings fully out, and she's in the air too, just like you, and she's holding Jodi, looking very awkward and very uncomfortable. And that's where everybody is. So now you've banked around. What do you do?
I head down towards the end of the alley where all the fighting is,
Okay.
and as I do that, I pull my wallet out.
Okay.
So I pull my wallet out as I'm flying down there,
Okay.
and I'm just waiting to pick off anybody who attacks anybody that I know.
So you're going to hold your you do your move action. You're going to hold your attack action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Next would be Alex.
I'm still just like, this is so cool. Just like, no, I definitely see Rob and everybody heading down the alley. So what is currently fighting over there?
You see two unicorns, a pegasus, a number of small demonic things. How well do you know the monster manual? You as Alex. Yeah.
Like,
Roll me.
relatively, like decently.
Roll me a knowledge check. I mean, everybody knows what unicorns and pegasi look like.
No,
What are these little demonics?
I didn't roll very high.
Okay.
What was it? Knowledge?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, no, you've no idea. But there's little demonics, there's bigger. That shadowy thing you guys saw earlier seems to be coming down to join the fray. The Pegasus that had flown down to the end is joining the fray. So that's what you see.
How far away is the shadowy thing?
The shadowy thing that is not quite in the fray yet, it's probably a good 40, 50 feet away.
Okay, and it's flying?
Yes.
Okay, well, never mind. Yeah, we'll be able to do that. I'm just going to and so there's just a bunch of tiny things and the floaty shadowy thing on the bad side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am just gonna freaking book it down there. Like I'm gonna double move, so I'm gonna try to get to where Shauna is.
Okay, with a double move, you can do that.
Okay.
All right. You pass Rob as you go by, as he's standing there in front of the fighting things. All right, and now we get to the demonic. And two things happen. You see one of the unicorns go down under a pile of these little demonic things, and it's screaming in pain, just like a horse would scream if it was suffering. You see the demonic that's in the air, the big winged guy, take a strong swipe at the angel looking thing, and he strikes it. But what he's striking with is a whip, and he actually wraps it around the angel and seems to be binding its legs. And the angel screams in pain as this flaming whip wraps itself around it. And little, like demonic portals, like from every computer game ever, start to pop up on the sides of the alley as the winged serpent comes shooting out from inside the warehouse, and you can hear other things coming as well. And that's all that happens for this turn for the demonic. Jodi, what do you do? You're still hanging there with
I'm
Shauna.
still hanging there. Okay. Do I see where Chris went?
Yeah, you see him as he comes flying back around it because he's right next to you guys now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Or pretty close to you guys, and
Yeah.
Alex is also right next to you guys. He's just run up to you.
Okay.
Right through everybody.
Cleric thing. Here. I don't know what your name is, but come here.
Me or Shauna?
I'm talking to Chris.
Oh.
I'm
You,
being
that
held
guy.
up in the air.
I would love to on my turn.
Can I'm not sure what your name is, but a nice lady who's holding me up and keeping me from falling to the ground and killing myself. Can you move over to this guy over here so that I can help him? Because he looks bad.
Okay.
We'll have to wait for our turns, but yeah.
Yeah. So what you're going to have to do is hold your action now that you've
Shauna's
said
my-
that. And then on Shauna's turn, she can choose to move you over there. Or Chris can choose to come to you, and then you can do your heal spell.
Okay.
Okay? Alrighty. And now Rob, at the bottom of the round, last person, what do you do?
Yeah,
You have all of these combatants. One of the unicorns right in front of you just screamed and went down under a pile of little demons. The blood is
Well-
streaming from it. The blood seems very cool, though, and cold, and almost kind of crystalline instead of red like ours.
Okay, but we're looking at a bunch of these little demons, though. Does it appear that they're like an overwhelming in number, or that we might be able to take them?
There's probably like 10 of them, but they are small.
No, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
Can I
but
just
there
take-
is that shadowy thing coming, and then there's demon portals, or you assume they're demon because they're red and fiery, popping up along the alleyway, which means things might be coming through next round.
Then I'm gonna continue with my decision before and keep going down this alleyway.
Okay, are you going to do your double move, or just a half move and then hold an action, or take an action?
How far out is everybody else in this thing?
They're about 30 feet from you, so they're just on the other side of these combatants. And the end of the alley is another 20 feet from them.
Okay, yeah, let me go to the end of the alley.
Okay, so you do a double move, do your
Yeah.
60 feet. You pass through, and actually, now that they're down, some of the little demonics take a swipe at you. What is your armor class?
It is 11.
All
As soon as
right.
it takes a swipe at them, I fire.
Okay. One of the little quasits does indeed swipe at you and hit. 3 of them swipe at you, but only one of them hits for a whole 1 point of damage. Woo. So take your 1 point of damage.
You got
And
it.
you fire at it. Okay, Chris,
That's
roll
an
to hit.
18 to hit.
Okay. Well, I would say that probably hits it just fine.
Okay.
Yes, it does. Roll your damage.
Okay, that is a 7. That's 11 damage.
All right. And the little thing explodes in a spray of fiery blood. Rob, this is really gross as you go by. It just like an arrow comes out of nowhere, this black arrow, and it hits it. And then the arrow is gone, but this quasit just kind of is exploding into like a spray of like burning acid blood. Ugh. Ugh. Smells like sulfur. It's gross. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been coated in blood before. But it's not pleasant.
Yeah,
But
not
you keep
this
running.
week.
You keep running by.
My bad.
That's hey, you killed it. You killed it. 1 down.
I'm gonna look up and be like, thanks.
As you get past, now we're at the top of the round. Shauna, what do you do? I can't hear you. You're muted.
You are muted.
I'm gonna fly Jodi over to Chris.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
While I'm doing it, I'm gonna be like, you can call me Tempest, and this guy over here is Mel.
It's Mal Havoc.
Mel Havoc, and then that other dude over there is Steel, and I can't remember the guy who saved you with the shield. I know his real name, but I don't remember the name that he gave as the. Sorry, I'm saying this as I'm like flying you over to the thing.
You don't want to use your real name. You're also muted.
None of this makes any sense to me at all.
Well,
But
it's
okay.
like, once we're not like in danger and stuff, because you know you got thrown into like yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Think about a name for later. You'll need it. Don't use your real one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. She's flown you
yeah.
over to him. You can use your held action now if you would like to.
Okay.
Jodi?
She just reaches out and touches his arm. I think you need to feel a lot better.
I think you're right.
And she uses a cure wounds spell, which because well, I mean, it depends on if you allow this, but I took a life cleric.
Okay.
So if you allow it, then he gets 10 hit points back.
Okay. I will allow it. I mean, because this is you guys being you. And if that's what you feel like would be a good thing for you to do, then that's what happens. All right. Get 10 hit points back there, Chris.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. And now.
Mal Havoc, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Mal Havoc.
And Tempest? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And now it is Chris's turn.
I draw my bow back again, and I'm trying to clear a path for everybody.
Okay. You guys are now almost to the end of the alley. Not quite, but almost. Alex is actually at the end of the alley, and so is Rob.
Do I see any that are just like within striking distance, or Alex is
The shadowy thing, the shadowy winged demonic thing, it's noticed you guys because it hadn't joined the battle yet, and you see it looking this direction.
Fuck.
I think that's a Baylor.
Oh. No.
I just
Cry in your soul a little.
That makes me wish I had a very tall staff.
Yeah.
I hold my action. I'm drawn and I'm ready to let go if it tries to
If it tries to do anything. All right. Okay, and now it is Alex's turn. There you are at the end of the alley. Alex, everybody is behind you, except for Rob, who's now up with you.
Chirp, chirp.
Joey, get us out of here! Joey! Joey, god damn it! Joey!
You yell that for your held action, Shauna?
Yep.
All right. I told you there's going to be trouble. All of a sudden, you don't hear, Jody, you hear that. You don't see anything, but there's this little, very Irish accented voice, and then this long string of swear words that sounds like they're probably Gaelic, with the emphasis makes you think they might be swear words. You know, fuck. Anyway, all of a
I
sudden,
wish I could repeat them.
glitter fills the air. Glitter. It's there. It's everywhere. You guys, some of you know what this means. Glitter. And just as the shadowy demon turns and looks at you, Chris, and Alex starts to draw a sword or move, Rob,
I let
before
go.
any of you can do anything, all of a sudden, you're in the throne room. Jody, all of you are, it's that weird wrench, just not quite like when you were pulled into the dark, but that's that sense of, I know I've moved, but I didn't feel like I moved, but now I'm in a different place. It's very disorienting. But where you
Dreams
are,
usually are.
yes, they are. And this part of it's really kind of cool. You're in a stone room. It's a beautifully worked marble stone room with carvings on the walls and seats around the edges, like kind of like an amphitheater. Four doors go off the room, and in the center is a dais. And on the dais are two thrones, and on the thrones are a man and a woman. And they are the most beautiful man and woman you have ever seen in your life. The man is like light personified. He's blonde, handsome, tall, almost impossibly beautiful. And the woman seated next to him, she's beautiful and dark. She's like the twilight to his sun. She's got dark hair, dark skin, but it's not dark brown. It's almost a dark blue. Um, Her eyes are the color of starlight, whereas his eyes are the color of a beautiful summer sky. And dark and light, they sit together, hands entwined. But they look startled, and the group of very strange looking creatures around them also look very startled as you guys suddenly appear in the throne room. The creatures around them are nowhere near as beautiful as these two on the thrones. They are very strange. Some of them you might recognize. Oh, there's one that looks kind of familiarly like a leprechaun. Oh, there's one with a red cap and kind of, when he grins at you, pointed, filed teeth. There's one that looks like a tree, but the tree kind of turns and you get the feeling it's like looking at you. There's a beautiful woman made of bark. There is something that looks like a pig, but he's wearing trousers and standing on two legs. I mean, there's the range of strangeness is just pretty impressive, and the room seems completely full just about as you all appear there. And standing behind the two on the dais is a large, large bear. But the bear is standing and with its arms folded, much like a human being, much like a man, but it's a bear. And it says, "What's all this then?" And Joey says, "I got him out! I got him out at the last minute!" And all of a sudden, poof, in front of you is this very little man with bright fluttering wings and very simple homespun kind of clothes. And his eyes are red from crying, Joey? Or something. And he looks very distraught. "I got him out! I got him out! And now I need a nap!" And he goes fluttering off. And the rest of you are all being looked at by this group of people.
Hi.
You've met the princess before, Chris. Some of you have met the princess. Some of you have met the prince. This is the first time you've seen them there together.
I'll actually I'll put my wallet away, and then I'll turn to her, and I will kneel, and kind of put my head down.
All right. Do the rest of you do anything?
Oh,
Yeah.
Already check to see if I don't fly into the wall in shock because it was so surprising.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna, unleash my purple sword of destiny and then do the thing. Kneel down in front of them.
All right.
I think we're all kind of following. So, like, we all just like showed up. We're just like looking around. We're just like,
Oh, there, boss.
like now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm
Jodi,
assuming I'm dropped to the ground.
Shauna does. What did you roll for your dexterity check, Shauna? Not good, I take it.
I rolled a natural one.
Use
All right.
Ooh.
Not only are you are dropped to the ground, but you hit the wall first, both of you.
Oh.
And
Both
knock
of you take
themselves
3 points of
unconscious.
damage.
Okay.
I'm
Ouch. Ow.
And you are sitting on your asses now in front of this large crowd of very strange beings.
Oh.
I'll actually sigh, not again.
No.
The two beings on the throne look at each other and then look back at all of you. And the man, the prince, speaks and says, I recognize all of you, but this one. How did this one come to be here without our invitation? And he's gesturing at you, Jodi.
I have no idea.
Oh, give your real name.
I don't know.
He gestures for you to come closer to him.
Okay.
The princess is watching you closely.
She'll walk forward, sure.
Okay. What is your name, Fey Blood?
Lina.
Lina. That is an unusual name for a human being.
I like it.
Lina, what brings you here to our realm?
I honestly have no clue. I was sitting in my office and then I'm here. Actually, I wasn't here. I was in a warehouse in the middle of some kind of battle and met these people here who very kindly helped me out of there. And then I ended up here. So, hi.
The prince and the princess look at each other, and the bear behind them says, Joey. And they sigh. Well, since you're here, says the prince, the princess hasn't spoken to you yet. Let me tell you what's happening.
Oh, that would be good to know.
Yes,
Thank you so
I'm certain it
much.
would. This world is under attack. It's under attack by people who do not belong in this world. Some of you call them angelic or demonic. Some of you call them many other names. But they're from different realms than this one. But we, the Fey kind, we're natural to this world. This is our world. The demonic desire to eat our emotions as food, our negative emotions, rage, hate, despair. They take those in and it makes them stronger. So we are but cattle to them. The angelic wish to eat our emotions as food. Our love, our laughter, our joy. They would take those in, making us weaker and making themselves stronger. Regardless of any moral merits to either side, we believe we should always have choice. And so we defend our world against both. Some of humankind are what we call the Fey-touched, Fey blood, which means somewhere in your history your blood mingled with someone of ours. It's the only way that you could be here. It's the only way you can see us, which means that that is what you are. And since you've already joined the fight, we would like to make it official. Will you join our battle to defend this world from those that would treat us as cattle?
Sure. I really don't think that either the angelic or the demonic should be allowed to continue what they're doing, because that was really nasty.
I'm certain it was, and in a moment I will have you all debrief me, but first... And he reaches to his side and he pulls out a beautiful shining sword, but it's not like the one the angel had that was made of like a radiant light. This is a sword. It's metal, but it nearly sings with a voice. It almost feels like that metal is so much of this world that it's alive itself. And he reaches out and gently touches one of your shoulders with it.
Okay. I'm
And
standing
says,
very still.
I declare you a warrior of the Sealy court. The princess says, wait. And he looks at her. And she's like, fine. And now you may have your gifts. And all of a sudden, as he removes the sword, you start to feel a little tingle. It's kind of feels good, but feels weird. And you start to realize that your skin feels a little bit different. And you look down and it's still human skin, but it has a different color to it. You look a little bit like a beautifully grained, simple burl wood. And you reach up to touch your hair because your hair is coming down in beautiful long ropes of flowers. You're not quite sure how that works out. And you realize that the fey blood that was inside of you must be a dryad. And add to
Okay.
your character sheet now
Mm-hmm.
that you have dark vision and bark skin as natural things, which means your armor class will go up as if you had cast the spell bark skin.
Dark vision and bark skin. Okay.
Okay? And you don't know it yet, but soon you will find out as you go into the training sections with the other beings here, is that you can communicate with plants as if they were people.
Interesting.
And that is where we end tonight's game. Welcome.
Huzzah!
And what was your name again? Tell me,
Lynna.
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 Shauna, my Fey name is Godfrey.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's on the screen.
And Rob, your
On the screen?
Fey name?
Oh, I'm dumb.
I forgot. I think I was Storm. Wasn't
You were
that Shauna?
Storm. Storm was
Shauna
Tempest.
was like, and Shauna was Tempest, and I was like, oh, I thought we were going to be like a team for the thing. So I was like, oh, Tempest and Storm sounds badass.
Well,
does,
that's what created the
actually.
name, Steel, Storm,
Yeah.
and Tempest.
That's
So,
awesome.
what technically are you guys? I mean, I'm like
That's
asking
rude.
this.
So
Hey, out of
kidding.
character.
I'm
You're
kidding.
a cleric.
So
Oh,
we
no, I
all
was
played
just kidding.
D&D together, and this happened,
This
and
happened.
we're kind of just rolling.
Well,
with
you know,
it.
maybe
Like,
Dungeons and Dragons people, the reason that we like this game is because we're Feyblood.
That
Maybe.
would be
Maybe.
the coolest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
Clearly.
I'm a ranger.
I'm a paladin.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah. Okay. And like what I'm kind of trying to figure out what creature, because like you're where you have animals,
Yeah, everybody
right?
has a little something. So Shauna, and
Mm-hmm.
Shauna is our rogue.
Not a very good one, but I tried.
Yet.
You're doing
Um,
great.
So sneaky
We're
snake.
getting her stealthier.
And so Alex is the Fey character that his blood is mixed with is a Minotaur.
Okay.
Rob, the Fey blood that his is mixed with is what is it called?
A stag.
It's not a stag.
Yeah.
It's there's an actual name for these giant stag creatures that are humans with the stag horns and
Oh.
stuff.
Uh, I should know this.
Yeah, and I'm blanking on the name right now because I'm blanking on the name right now.
Okay.
But I'm
That's
that
okay.
thing.
Shauna had fairy blood in her, but
Yeah.
then it got mixed a little bit when she actually declared her loyalty to both parties, and so now she's like a vampire fairy. Seelie and unseelie at the same time.
I was thinking like a dark fey fairy, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So
Sorta.
Well, and that's exactly. She started out as a light fae, but then it's been, changed a bit.
okay.
Yeah.
So you all, welcome to the world of the fae.
Well,
Woo.
thank you.
Yeah. And the point of this game is to be able to do in short adventures that are each mission based as opposed to like long campaign based. So, all right. I guess we could say goodnight to everybody.
I honestly
Good night,
really,
Bye, everybody.
I honestly really like playing this one. It was a lot of fun.
This is
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
my
Faye,
favorite
this
one
is-
to run. One of my
I'm
favorite ones to
enjoying it a
run.
lot. Thanks
Yeah.
for
Neat,
letting me
because
join
it-
in.
What you actually know in real life matters.
Yeah.
I think that's
Absolutely.
cool.
Well, and there's a certain level of wish fulfillment that comes into it. I don't know if you like Dryads, Jody, but it just, I don't know, the
Sure.
beautiful of warmth of wood and flowers. It made me think of you, so
Sure.
there we go. It was either that or a mermaid, and
I don't think mermaid would have worked quite so well.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
a little
Movement was
harder.
hard.
Yeah,
A little bit
Where's my
drier. The
water?
land's
Then
on.
suddenly, like, she's just like
Dryad's good. I like
grows
Dryad.
gills, can't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The tail, that flopping around on the floor. Yeah.
Right.
Um, trying to walk is a
Not a
little
good
bit of a
look.
problem.
All right. All right. So we're running a little bit over, but that's okay. Good night, everybody. We love you.
Good
Thank you for
night.
showing up. Thank you
Yes.
for watching us.
Night,
and
y'all.
tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel, and we will see you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So you wander and search and you dream and you talk. Look for the key that might someday unlock all the answers you need while there's time on the clock. I hope you survive till you